And so I had a very good memory of that, of being downtown Ottawa in a homeless shelter, and they said you need a power greater than yourself. You're your own power, and you have alcohol running the show, and you have no power, so you need power. And so I was standing at Rideau Street, waiting for the bus, full of fear and anxiety, probably a month into my journey, and I saw the question mark with a guy holding it, and it said Jesus. And I took off the paper, and it was for a course called Alpha. And I took it in 2005, and then I made you take it in 2006. And so we watched the video last night, and it was really good.
Okay.
TBH, Nicky Gumbo, has aged a little bit. He looked like a grandpa. Like, he's super tall and slim, wears like a really nice shirt. It was really good.
Anybody listening, if they don't know what you're talking about, they can Google Alpha.
Alpha.
Look at it.
Yeah. Cool. It's like Jesus 101.
Well,
Christianity 101.
No, it would be like, what is Christianity? Like, why are people even talking about this? And the guy that started it was like, yeah, I don't believe this. And
this nonsense.
He was an atheist.
He got into it. And then I remember going to the first class, and I was really nervous and ego-driven because I didn't want to tell anybody that I was living at a homeless shelter, coming to there. And they serve a meal and everything. And church ladies love to show off, eh? So it was a really good meal. And I remember the first session, they presented that the book, the Bible, the gospel, the good news, it's at the very worst, it's a great way to live your life. It's an honest life. It's about a loving life. It's about giving to others. And then if it is true, then it's the biggest deal in your life. And I was like, well, I'm at the Ottawa mission, so I guess worst case scenario.
Doesn't get much
worse. I was like, man, they checkmated me right from day one. Aww. Anyway, that was a fun evening last night. So I was a little groggy this morning. Overstimulated last night. Kevin made 9 pounds of pulled pork and fresh Kaisers, and then I brought up some spicy Popeyes chicken.
And kombucha. You brought them kombucha.
I brought kombucha. Yeah, I brought kombucha. So we had kombucha and meat.
Cool.
There were vegetables.
You don't know what they were though, because you didn't have any.
I know what they were because I saw them, but no, I did not put that on my plate. I felt it would be a betrayal of pulled pork and chicken. You were saying that you're having great mornings.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all.
Why are you having great mornings?
Because I'm sticking with a routine, so it feels good. I like it.
So then, what do you do? So what makes it good in the morning? Like, you feel good, you're happy, you're not miserable, you don't feel hungover.
No,
or you're getting up to do your spiritual exercises.
I'm getting up and I'm doing like quiet time. It's good to quiet. I like the quiet in the house in the morning, I realized.
Do you crush a coffee first thing?
Yeah, I feed the dogs. I make my coffee. I don't crush it. I think that's an exaggeration. I sip it. And I sit in my little green chair with a Bible and a notebook and spend most of my time just sitting there. Looking out the window and listening to the dogs breathe.
Do you ever pick up your phone in that time?
The seagulls are loud.
I know, it's like we're at the beach.
It feels like we're at a beachside resort.
Somebody left a pizza crust in the backyard or something.
They've been out there for a while. I don't know where all the other birds went. But
caw. They have a rude caw.
Yesterday when we were kayaking, my friend kept calling the geese ducks. And I was like, you need to not do that. Ducks are so
You're scared of geese.
Cute and lovely, and the geese are not.
You've never been attacked by a goose?
Let me just tell you what happened yesterday.
If you want to go down a YouTube rabbit hole, look up geese attack.
Don't do it. They're evil. We found a quiet spot. It was very, very windy, and so we battled the wind and the waves, and we got to a quiet spot where we figured that we could chill, and we had brought little snacks because it was lunchtime. And so I ate my orange and apricot plum thing. Apricot? Did you know that's a thing? Anyway, and a whole bunch of geese were squawking and flying overhead, and pew, 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 pew.
What does that mean, the pew, pew, pew?
All the splashes in the water, it felt like we were under attack.
What was splashing?
They were pooing in the water.
No.
They just missed us on both sides.
They were trying to get you?
Oh my goodness. It was terrifying.
So going back to the morning thing again, because I find it interesting. Do you ever get caught up in your phone in the morning? Like, do you get on your phone?
So I do a little bit of like checking my calendar, like settling my mind for the day, making my plan. So, but I'm not spending, I'm not sitting there on my phone. Like I put it away, I sit, and then I did my readings this morning. I did a lot of writing the last several days, like the last couple of weeks I've done more writing in my journal.
And do you find your day goes pretty smooth when you take care of the front end?
Yeah.
The back end takes care of itself. And then, so how do you feel on the weekend? Like, so the weekend's different. There's a different rhythm.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to get back into it, or do you keep the same rhythm on the weekends?
No, I think my weekends are different. I need the weekends to feel different. Otherwise, my life feels like some sort of weird tunnel that's never ending.
I hear you.
And so the weekends, but even this morning, like I didn't set my alarm this morning because I've been going to bed a lot earlier, and I feel so much better getting to bed earlier, and I'm tired at night. And I didn't set my alarm this morning because it was late when we went to bed, and I thought I'll just see what happens. And I woke up at 8. I woke up at 8.
Sharing a pillow.
Oh my goodness.
With a pug. Cutest thing.
Let's do our thing. We're running out of time.
Look what I got.
People are probably so bored. This is so boring.
This is a rambutan from Indonesia. It's an amazing fruit, and this is a mangosteen, and it's the heavenly angelic fruit. And a friend gave it to me from Toronto and shipped it a whole box full.
Your mom posted them on Facebook, I think, and my mom wrote, "This does not look like it wants you to eat it."
No, it's not hard though. Like, they're all soft, but it's really cool. Very nice. And inside, you pull it open with your yeah. And it has like a white fruit with seed in the middle. You didn't have one yet?
Is it good?
Do you want to eat it?
I don't know. I'm not a good person to try things.
No, try it. No, it's really nice, sweet.
Really?
Fleshy. There's a big seed in the middle of it.
Oh, like an avocado? Oh.
That's a rambutan.
Oh.
That's where it came out of. Popped them right out. And then the mangosteen is... It's a bit slimy inside. Here, look. There's a little garbage can.
It's kind of good, but kind of like meh.
And then the mangosteen is the gold. Do you want to try that?
The peel is coming off the seed.
The seed, yeah.
I don't know how to not do that.
Yeah.
It really does feel like it doesn't want you to eat it. It's
usually
like a little bit.
It's sweet.
It's a little bit stuck.
What's it like?
Kind of like a plum.
Do you want to try that?
I don't know.
This one is... I
Messy?
think you can dye your clothes with it because it's like purple inside. And then that's what the fruit looks like inside.
It's like a plum.
This is...
That one looks less attractive to me.
The gold of Asia. And so this is a mangosteen. That fruit that you're...
mangoes. Does it taste like a mango?
No.
Why is it different?
It's just different colors because of the skin. That fruit is describable. How would you describe it?
Like a plum.
Like a plum. This fruit...
Why is it so stringy though and stuck?
This fruit is indescribable because there's nothing... No, it's super... No. It's what angels eat. And so there's little seeds in it. So have a bite.
Oh.
Quick bite. There's nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's soft. It's sweet. It's like, how would you even describe it?
I don't even know. Like those pieces come off like garlic cloves.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like a garlic clove. It's very, very soft and...
Yeah, it's super hard to describe it.
That's a mangosteen.
Mangosteen.
Wow, it's really bright red. And the flesh is very
so
thick.
the skin is super bright red, would dye like a beet.
Wow.
Mangosteen.
I don't like things that are a lot of work though.
That was no work.
It feels like a lot.
I don't think you did it.
I don't know.
Barely lifted
Well,
a
it
finger.
looks really messy. Look at that. Interesting.
And that's the skin. Yeah. Mangosteen and rambutan.
And somebody sent you these in the mail.
Yeah.
A whole case of them.
Yeah. All right. Let's get our reading on. What date is it today? 16 or 17 September?
Okay, wait. So this, why is that one? Is this rotten that side? Is that why?
No. It's just from the skin. This one is called New Relationship Behaviors. New Relationship Behaviors. Let's get our morning devos on. We're crushing the time here.
Interesting.
I got a meeting soon. All right. We talk much about new relationship behaviors in recovery. Allowing others to be themselves without overreacting and taking it personally, and owning our power to take care of ourselves. We talk about letting go of our need to control, focusing on self-responsibility and not setting ourselves up to be victims by focusing on the other person while neglecting ourselves. We talk about having and setting healthy boundaries, talking directly and taking responsibility for what we want and need. While these behaviors certainly help us deal with addicted people, these are not behaviors intended only for use in what we call dysfunctional relationships. These behaviors are our new relationship behaviors. They help us in stressful relationships. They can help us get through times of stress and healthy relationships. The recovery behaviors we are learning are tools, healthy relationship skills. They help us improve the quality of all of our relationships. Recovery means self-care, learning to take care of ourselves and love ourselves with people. The healthier we become, the healthier our relationships will become, and we never outgrow our need for healthy behaviors. Prayer for today. Today, I will remember to apply my recovery behaviors in all of my relationships, with friends and coworkers, as well as any special love relationships. I will work hard on taking care of myself in the troublesome relationships, figuring out which skills might best apply. I will also consider ways that my healthy relationships might benefit from a new relationship skill. Amen.
Yeah. So if I have a whole bunch of like relationships that are a struggle, like a bunch of relationships that have conflict, or it's not working or whatever, then I should probably ask myself if I have good behaviors in relationship.
That would be a good sign. Where there's conflict, where there's resentments, where there's fear around relationships.
Right.
Especially the ones closest to you. If your family members, your closest friends, your family, if you have problems in those areas, then that might be a sign that you have unhealthy behaviors in your relationships.
Because initially I thought that it was talking about new relationships, but no. It's talking about new behaviors.
New behaviors.
In relationships. I really like the line that said, the healthier we become, the healthier our relationships will become. And so there's behaviors that are tools in relationships. Where's the list? We talk about, so letting go of our need to control, focusing on self-responsibility, so focusing on being responsible for ourselves and letting the other person be responsible for themselves, not setting ourselves up to be victims by focusing on the other person while neglecting ourselves. So when we focus on the other person, we set ourselves up for failure.
Well, and relationships can, and the state of your relationships closest to you can really show you where your recovery's at and where you're really at. The same as your money can show you, the same as, your conduct in life and business and those kind of things can show you where your heart's at.
Yeah.
I sent a friend a picture of a book that I was working through, and on the book, and I didn't see this at all, there was no subliminal message, and it says,
you were just basically saying like, wow, look at this work I'm doing, like
this
is a lot of work.
I had a side note that she caught, and it said, having a relationship in early recovery is like putting fertilizer on your character defects, which is, I've always interpreted that as, you know, in intimate relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing. And then she called me and we were talking about it, and she really expanded it. Any relationship in early recovery is going to bring stuff up in you,
right?
Because there is stuff to be brought up. So we need community for
how you
recovery.
Interact with your colleagues, how you would respond when your boss corrects you.
Yeah.
How
go volunteer with people. You can really see where your heart is, how your attitudes are. Like, are you really willing? Are you really a part of? Are you getting feedback? Are you having the edges sharpened off of you? So it's really cool. We need relationship to grow in recovery.
And I think one of the significant things that you used to say to me, and you still say sometimes, but I remember hearing it a lot, is just about owning your 10%. If I'm 10% of the problem, I need to own my 10%, and the other person who's responsible for 90% of the problem, they've got to worry about their own part.
Or
if
60%.
I focus on their, if I'm focusing on their response, like their percentage of fault, I'm not owning the part that I can actually do something about.
And there's people that have problems. I don't want their problems to be my problem.
Right.
So I just need to let it go, not be involved in it.
Right. So
not be obsessive about it, not be resentful of it, because then I'm taking on their problem.
But yes, I'm taking on their problem, and I'm not doing anything about the part that I can actually do something about. I can only do something about my part.
Yeah. So that's what that means. Letting people have their own problems.
Good
so
stuff.
Healthy behaviors happen in community. And then our relationships will change. Our money issues will change. The things that are the dashboard lights will actually, come off, because we're living a healthy life.
Cool. Good.
All right, man. Get you some mangosteen and some rabuntans, and let's make a